Hello everyone. Good morning once again. All the things that we've learned yesterday, are you ready with it now? Means your book is complete, right? No doubt we have to start a fresh topic today, but uh, we had a glimpse of the topic yesterday also. Correct, friends? So let's go ahead with it. Thank you, Rishabh, for the compliments. Rishabh is like giving me a lot of compliments today with an expectation that I'll leave early or something, Rishabh. No, no. Let's utilize the full time. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, people who type good morning. Good morning, people who type good morning, sir, and everything, right? Yeah. So, guys, time to start with capital budgeting. Okay. Yesterday we had a brief introduction, correct? That what we are going to compare, we are going to compare two things. What are those two things? Cash inflow and cash outflow. You guys remember? Sure. Okay, so I'll do the share screen so that it will be obviously there in front of you. 1 minute, just let me do the setup that I need. Hello, good morning everyone once again. So we are ready to go. Arey, Lakshya is already there. Lakshya, you have a very nice fan, huh? Four-blade fan, very good. Must be giving good air. So recording, no people. So let's start. So till yesterday, what we have discussed is this, right? Let's see. Basically, capital budgeting decisions are what? They are decisions relating to what? Long-term assets, capital assets, fixed assets, etc., etc. How these decisions are? These decisions are irreversible, almost irreversible. Means if you take a wrong decision, can you correct it? Answer is yes, theoretically possible. But in real life, you won't be able to correct it unless you suffer some good amount of losses. It might happen that one wrong capital budgeting decision, selecting one wrong project, purchasing one big machinery in a wrong way may lead to huge losses, may lead to closure of the business also. Correct? That's why these decisions are to be taken with a very careful approach. Okay, that's why we are studying this capital budgeting topic. And as we discuss, simple thing that you have to do is what? Compare two things, inflows with that of outflows. Perfect. Okay. Outflows has to be given. Outflow is nothing but the cost of the asset. So outflow has to be given in question. Inflow should also be given. If not given, then what to do? Use our old friend, income statement. Correct, people? I'm going to take a deep look into the income statement once again. Starting from sales, minus variable cost, minus fixed cost. What I specifically told you, what are these fixed costs? These are fixed cash cost, right? So what is left out? See, this is your cash flow before tax. You know what is a general mistake people do? The moment they hear the word before tax, they start dancing and later subtract tax. This is not net profit before tax, but this is what? Cash flow before tax. That's why we always associate the second name related to it. Cash flow before tax, we also call as what? Net profit before depreciation and tax. That brings the picture clear to our mind. Okay, fine. Cash flow before tax means only it's a net profit before depreciation and tax. So what is the first priority? Subtract depreciation or subtract tax? Subtract depreciation, right? Okay. So from cash flow before tax, answer loud out from that side. Subtract what? Depreciation, right? From cash flow before tax, subtract what? Correct. What was that? Depreciation. right? Then we will reach at net profit before tax. Then as usual, subtract tax, then we get net profit after tax, but then we are looking for cash flow. So what to do? Add back depreciation, then it comes to cash flows after tax, right? Then also known as cash inflows. Okay, so fine, right? Reminding you is important. Now, what is our main agenda, guys? Today's main agenda is learning all this. Not not be able to learn all the methods in one go, but ultimately we have to cover all these methods. Fine. So let us start. Open your notebook. Please, students, open your notebook. Put topic's name. I'm also doing. I'm also opening the notebook. Hmm. Name of the topic. Capital budgeting. Wait, Sumeshwar, wait. For meaning, objective, comma, calculation of cash inflows. In bracket, you'll write cash flows after tax, CFAT. And so, yes, refer JKC notes. Okay. So for what things? For meaning, objective, calculation of what? Cash inflows. Hence, also known as cash flows after tax. Very commonly known as what? You know what? We call it CFAT. Okay. Cash flows after tax. Okay. Hmm. I'll come to one more question. Something is popping up in my mind related to cash flows after tax. In a question we will talk about it. And then obviously what? Scope. Scope of the topic, guys. Right? Refer JKC notes. Okay. So we have to learn various techniques of capital budgeting. Let's come straight forward to the point, right? Let's not mingle around more. Okay. Come straight forward to the point. So friends, see once again, okay, uh, we are not just going to write all the methods at one go and solve the sums. That will not be possible. Okay, like 7, 8 methods we have to discuss. We go on just talking theoretically about the methods. That is not possible. So again, the approach that we followed in cost of capital topic, no, like learn the formula, solve the sums. Learn the formula, solve the sums. Is what we are going to do over here. Okay. Yeah. So, right, techniques, methods of capital budgeting. Okay, what we are learning now is techniques, or you can also call it as what? Methods of capital budgeting. So let's go on. First, method number one, payback period. Okay, what is method number one? Method number one's name is what? Payback period. Okay, continue writing. Okay, now see guys, today you'll be writing. See, every topic wise, concept wise, we change our approach. Okay, today no audience, huh? Huh? Live show and performance and participation. Correct? Not just all right, watch it. No, no. Now people don't know discretion allowed. You to write along with me because you'll say, no, no, sir, I'll take a screenshot later on. That won't help because we will write a method in between. Then in between we will solve a question. Right? So just continue writing with me. Payback period means time taken for recovery of the initial investment of the project. So how much time you need to recover what you have invested? Okay. See what says your common sense. You will apply your money or you will invest your money in which project, which needs long time for recovery or which needs a shorter time for recovery. Long time or short time? Short time, common sense. You are doing a business, right? You invest 1 lakh rupees. The money comes back to you. The cost of investment comes back to you in one project in 2 years. In another project takes 5 years. So which project? With the one with the 2 years or one with the 5 years? But obviously with the 2 years. Understand? So what would you say? What is better? Higher payback period is better or lower payback period is better? Obviously lower period is better, right now. Okay, fine. So what is payback period? It means time taken for recovery of the initial investment of the project. We'll just quickly see how to calculate. It's very simple. It's a very raw method. Let's take one example. Initial investment, let's say is 2 lakh rupees. Expected annual CFAT 50,000. Okay. Calculate payback period. Hello guys, can you calculate this? I think this you can do orally. What's your answer? 4 years. How much is your initial investment? 2 lakh. Correct. How much is expected annual cash flow per year? 50,000. So how much it will take? Take 4 years to recover your cost. Simple. Okay. Therefore, payback period is equal to initial investment divided by what? Annual CFAT. So initial investment is 2 lakh. Expected annual CFAT is 50,000. So payback period is 4 years. Write example 1 over. Okay. Let's take one more example. Let's give the initial investment same. Let's keep it 2 lakh only. We're slightly changing the expected CFAT value. Okay, it's like this, not constant like last question. Okay, last question, what happened? You directly divided. How much money you have to recover? What is the cost of the investment? Tell me. 2 lakh. How much you have to recover? 2 lakh, right? Okay, in last question, it was like every year it was same 50,000, 50,000, 50,000, 50,000. So you said, sir, it will take place in how many years? 4 years. Now, can you just divide by something constant like that? No. So you have to see practically wherever 2 lakh rupees are getting recovered. Okay, so how will present? See, year 1, 2, 3, 4. Cash flow after tax given us 50,000, 1 lakh, again 1 lakh, but then 70,000. See, how much money you have to recover? Tell me once again. Tell me once again. 2 lakh rupees I have to recover. Okay. Up to the end of first year, how much is recovered? 50,000 is recovered. Correct, people? Everybody understands that? Okay. Great. In second year, listen to my question and reply properly. In second year, how much is a cash flow? 1 lakh. In second year, how much is the cash flow? 1 lakh. Correct. So total how much is recovered in 2 years? It's 1 lakh 50,000. Correct. How much we want to recover? 2 lakhs. How much is the cash flow after tax in the third year? Again 1 lakh. Already 1 lakh 50 is recovered up to 2 years. Another 50,000 is required. Third year cash flow is 1 lakh. So 50,000 will come in how many months? 6 months. So we can say it is 2.5 years recovery time. Yes or no? But how to present this? How to present this? Whatever, hello people, if you understood orally whatever I discussed with you, if you understood now? Now how to present this? That is important, no? Understood is one thing, but even presentation matters. So what we will do, whatever we said orally now, we will put it in numbers. Okay, we will write over here cumulative CFAT. Okay, so up to the end of first year 50,000, up to the end of second year 150, up to the end of 3 years 250, and then at the end of 4 years the amount recovered is how much, or the CFAT is how much? 350. Right? So what we can clearly say now, recovery is between year 2 and 3. We want to recover how much? 2 lakh, no? So what we would say over here, recovery of cost is between year 2 and 3. Papa, how did I decide that it is between year 2 and 3? You understand? At the end of year 2, 150 is recovered. At the end of year 3, 250 is recovered. So it is between year 1 and it is between year 2 and 3. I think we already know the solution. Solution is how much? 2.5. Yes, correct. Right. You can always talk from that side and I receive on this side without being listening to you. Okay. You know the answer. 2.5. It's just a matter of how to present it. Yeah, how to present it. Okay, fine. So what we will write? First we'll write like this. The recovery of the cost is between year 2 and 3. Therefore, payback period is equal to 2 plus is pakka, right? 2 plus something. 2 plus what? Wait, I will write. To be recovered in year 3 upon CFAT of year 3. Okay, that is 2 plus. So first you write, then I will again scroll a little. Okay, see, let me remind you. How much is our total investment? 1 lakh. Oh, sorry, 2 lakh. So, friends, already 150 is recovered up to year 2. So, if my question is very clear, to be recovered in year 3, how much is left to be recovered in year 3? You tell me. 50,000. Everybody understood this? Huh? Sure. Okay, fine. And what is the cash flow after tax? I didn't say cumulative cash flow. I said cash flow after tax of year 3. 1 lakh, right? Yeah, exactly. So to be recovered, I'll write 50,000. Arey people, we wanted it 2.5 now. Hello, smart peoples. Hello, smarties. Arey, we wanted it 2.5 now. From where to bring? Huh? Only smarties are saying yes like this. Others, no. We, not me, not me. We wanted to bring 0.5 from somewhere now. We knew the answer. Come on. Right. So what is the idea? What is to be recovered in the third year upon the cash flow of the third year? Proportionate value, right? So this is 2.5 years. I think these two examples are sufficient. It's a very primitive method, guys. Okay. Right below this. Decision rule. So what is our decision rule? Select the project with lowest payback period. Correct? If you have 2-3 projects, so according to this method, what should happen? Suppose there are projects, one is with 3 year, one is with 4 year, one is with 5 year recovery period. So according to this method, what are you going to do? You will select the project with what? Lowest payback period. That is, I have to select between 3, 4, 5. Out of these 3 numbers, tell me guys, which is the lowest number? Okay. So that means what? We will select a project with the lowest payback period. That is 3 years, provided given that. Okay. Now, this is where we will decide for this one. Now, what will you write? Limitations. Every method will have its own limitations. No, like this also has its own limitations. Number 1, it ignores profitability. Project? What it ignores? Profitability. How are you selecting the project? The one whose cost is recovered faster. Correct? But you tell me, you do the projects, you do the business for recovery of the cost or earning profits. Earning profit. Recovery of the cost is a intermediate target. Agreed. Not the final target. Final target is what? Making profits. Okay. Tell me, can it not happen that a project which is having a long time for recovery may give you better profits after some time? Quite possible. Quite possible. Huh? Look at yourselves. A person doing normal graduation, a person doing chartered accountancy. Huh? Your payback period is higher or not? Tell me. Obviously, you'll require more years to complete the project, more, right? But then you will sustain longer with good returns. So, fine. This method, see, every method has, this is supposed to be a very raw method, but fine, this is a method. Okay. So, number one, it ignores profitability. I hope the meaning of this limitation is pretty clear to you, right? That's right. Number two, it ignores time value of money. Wrote it, people? Huh? You understand time value of money? You learn present value factors. Suppose even if you don't remember all that, a simple explanation. See, in all these, in the first example, what we did, huh? In the first example, we said, okay, every year 50,000, fine. We divided by what? 50,000. 50,000 in year one and 50,000 in year four. Value is same or what, right? Huh? It's like I have to pay you something and you are okay with this, then what should I do? I will tell you what is the difference. Now, when I was teaching you payback period, you're not having with any problem for the cash inflows in the first year and fourth year. For you, the value is same, no? So now I have to pay you some money, and I'll pay in fourth year. Default. Will you accept that? No, sir. You pay in fourth year, will do, but you pay interest also for the loss of time value of money. Correct? So this method, what happens? It ignores what? Time value of money also. Okay, it's a very primitive method. Right? Just uh, right over here, payback reciprocal, which will be reverse of this payback period formula, guys. Payback period formula, what we discussed, initial investment upon annual CFAC, no? Reverse it. Reciprocal, no? So, annual CFAC upon initial investment. So, referring example 1. So, this would be 50,000. This would be 2 lakh. So, you are experts now, you know, this is 25%. Okay. Do you think I can see? No, sir, it's coming 0.25. You all know na, that is 0.25 also is nothing but what? 25%, right? Good. Smarts. Yeah. Okay. This is the payback reciprocal. So what to do with this? You know what? This gives tentative idea about what internal rate of returns. Okay, that is IRR. What is IRR? I read it now. Internal rate of returns. You know this much only now. Huh? Don't ask me to teach IRR right now. I'm going to teach, but everything has its own time now. Okay, so let's go ahead. One minute. Huh? Okay, let's continue. See, that's is all about payback. Fine. So now there is no question of taking screenshots. You are writing along with me. Correct, people? So make sure what you are doing or not, writing or not. So make sure be strong believer of photography. Yeah? I'll show you the whole file at the end. Okay. Fine. I was knowing that you will not be writing, but he completes the notebook afterwards, right? Don't go, don't go. Sit. Arey, he went all the way to show the note. Arey, I believe you, man. Okay, we are going to come to the next method. So make sure sit and study now first. Don't show me a notebook. Fine. From this far distance, I can just see a notebook. I cannot see even a single word in that. Even if you produce a blank notebook, okay, return the next statements. Let's come to the next method, guys. Okay. So I hope you are writing something like this, which identifiable, okay, that we are talking about methods. Okay. So method 2. Average or accounting rate of returns. Very commonly known as ARR. Even in question, it comes by this name sometimes, ARR. See, guys, this is the only method. This is the only method which talks about accounting rate of returns. Okay, which talks about what? Accounting rate of returns. Right? All methods other than this are going to talk about cash inflows and cash outflows. Means you know what? Earlier, you remember in the earlier part of the book, what we discussed, sir, we will consider compare cash inflows and cash outflows, whether we are able to recover our cash outflows or not. And this is a single method which considers profitability. Okay, I'll make you write this later on, but let's first write the formula. So ARR is average NPAT. Hello, peoples. You know NPAT? Net profit after tax, correct? Divided by average investments. So I describe all this. Average NPAT would be total NPAT upon N. or let me write number of years. Fine, whatever is given in the question. What is going to be average investment that is going to be initial investment? Hello people. You remember RV plus NP upon 2? Same logic. Initial investment plus scrap or salvage, whatever you call it, upon 2. See, now some people say take average investment. Okay. Some people say no, take what? Original investment. Anything is accepted. Okay. Only thing is what? When you are doing a comparison, when you are doing an analysis, if you are doing on original investment, do evaluate all the projects on what? Original investment. Yes, correct. Right? Because see, whenever you open the module, you will see different views. So I'm just making you aware. Okay, fine. This also happens. Original, because it's a number, it's a rate. If I take original investment, then the returns would be different. But I have to take in everything the same. Then the comparability will be there. That's it. So note in denominator we can take original investments too. Okay, we can take. Keep the denominator same in all cases for decision making. Correct now? Okay, now what to write? Decision rule. How we should select the project? You know, if it has to go on, this is what is, guys? Higher the better or lower the better? It's the average rate of returns, na? It's how much returns you are making. So return should be lower or return should be higher? Return should be higher, right? Yes. So select the project with higher ARR. Then as usual, limitations. It uses NP80 for decision making instead of cash flows. Okay, first thing. Once again, it ignores right? No consideration for time value. Okay, friends, see in the whole discussion, this is the only method in which we are going to consider what? We are going to consider average net profits. So, time to go to questions. There is one question on this. Refer question number one. Refer question number one. Yeah, let's start, people. See, a project requiring an investment of 10 lakh means what this is. Please mark up initial investment. What is this? This is initial investment. It yields profits after tax and depreciation. Guys, profits after tax and depreciation means only what? Net profits after tax. Correct? See, people, I hope, means I always tell you that you mark few things. You know what happens? I'll tell you. Huh? See, one simple confusion that these amounts given over here are what? Are what in the sense? In this chart, net profit after tax, after depreciation is where? We are here or we are here and you are gone. You understand? See, this is cash flows after tax. These are net profits after tax. Obviously, what? After depreciation. See, it's like this. If you lose your location, you're gone. Your location means location in the income statement. People are not yet understanding what I'm saying. If you suppose you interpret this as cash flows after tax, then what will happen? You'll end up adding up depreciation. It's not so. It is already net profit after tax after depreciation. So we are at a correct place. We are over here. No more changes are needed. This is net profit after tax is always what? After depreciation. Because you just subtracted the depreciation. And this is what you need in the question. So no more adjustments needed, guys. No more adjustment needed. We need this figure only, profit after tax and depreciation. Okay. So for this question, let's calculate. Yeah. Let's first read this. So for 5 years, you are given the net profits after tax. Suppose further that at the end of the year, the plant and machine can be sold for rupees 80,000. Okay. So that means it's a salvage value of this. Determine what? Average rate of return. So let's do that. Solution to this question. Let's start. So we'll write over here calculation of average rate of returns in bracket below ARR, and then we'll write over here ARR is equal to average NPAT upon what? Average investments. Okay, then as I always suggest, calculate over here now. Okay. Side by side you calculate. So average NPAT is total NPAT upon N number of years. Question gives you total NPAT as 460 for 5 years. 460 divided by 5 comes to 92,000. That's done. And then as usual calculate average investments. Average investments is equal to initial investment plus scrap upon 2. Initial investment in a project is 10 lakh and the scrap expected is 80,000 divided by 2. 10 lakh 80 divided by 2 would be how much? 540. So we put it over here. 92,000 divided by 540 into 100 percentage. So 92,000 divided by 540 percent comes to 17.037. I hope now we should not fight on this. 17.037 will be 0.04%. Done, people? Are you done? Now, see, you may always ask me, sir, instead of this, if I put original investments, the rate would be halved. Fine, no problem. Just that we have to compare. Suppose you have 2-3 projects to compare. So in the denominator, suppose you take original investments. Then what to do? Take original investments for all the cases. If you take average investments, then in all the cases take what? Average investment. Is that very clear? I think that we've already written. Okay. But maintain the denominator, don't change it. Is that fine? Right? Enough warm up done. Okay. Both the methods that we have followed are very crude, or whatever we have discussed. Do they anywhere consider time value of money? No, right? See, let's go through it again. In limitations we are writing. Here also we wrote it ignores time value of money. Here also we wrote it ignores time value of money. Okay. So these methods are little what? Traditional methods or less scientific methods. Okay. So now we have to consider a method which is more perfect, more scientific, considering time value of money. Okay, fine. So everybody is clear till whatever is done is clear. So you'll are paying attention, guys. So let's start with the next method. That is what the next method is going to be the net present value method. But before that, I know. Okay, people, tell me. You can just give me this. You know how to calculate present value factor on your calculator? Discounting factor, present value factor. 10% present value factor. If I ask you, then you have to do 1 divided by 1.1 is equal to is equal to is equal to. You must have done that. No? Fine. Anyways, I'm going to talk about it. You understand, but present value, time value of money you have done. Okay, fine. See, so before I go, because see, when we say that in the earlier two methods, time value of money is ignored, right? And now I have to consider the time value of money and then present value, the next method that we are going to discuss. So the first thing first, we should understand what is time value of money. Okay, so I have to start with net present value method, but before that, I'll just throw a little of light on time value, okay, of money. So listen to me. This is not a method, but I'm talking about concept of time value of what? Money. Suppose we have to compare cash inflows in following circumstances. Huh? So first example I'm taking today. Today is T0. Okay. Receive 100 or today, that is T0, receive 110. If I ask you to choose between these two, your choice would be very clear. What would you say? 110 rupees is better. Correct, friends? There is no time difference. T0, T0. Both the values are as of today. Right? Hello, people, you understand what I'm saying? You're writing, I suppose. Okay? Yeah. Suppose example 2 I take. I say after 1 year, that is T1, receive 100 rupees, or after 1 year, that is T1, receive 110 rupees. Again, I think it should be very clear. Choice should be rupees 110. Right? Why no confusion? Same time period. Correct? Okay. Now in example 3, I'll go to the next page. Today, T0, receive 100 rupees, or after 1 year, T1, receive 110 rupees. Now it is very difficult. Okay. Now, what will happen over here? Difficult to decide since what? Time frame is different, right? In both these above cases, we could easily compare, right? What happened over here? Time frame is same. Therefore, decide on the basis of higher number. Simple, na? 100 is bigger or 110 is bigger. So 110 is bigger. So whatever it is, whether you are receiving today 100 and 110. So I'll always like to receive 110 today. Suppose somebody is telling me you receive 100 after 1 year, you like to have 110 after 1 year. I'll have 110 after 1 year. But now what is happening? One amount is today, one amount is after 1 year. Right? So today you receive, today you take 100 from me, or after 1 year you take 110 from me. Now it is difficult to decide why. Because time frame is different. Correct? How we will compare this? We will have to convert into one common time frame. If I want to compare this, what I will have to do? I'll have to convert it into one common time frame. Okay. If I want to compare, then I have to convert it in one common time frame. So, what are the options? Number one, conversion of today's value. Let's use the word present value. Into future value. This is known as what, guys? Compounding. You learn compound interest formula, no? So what we do? We say future value is equal to present value into 1 plus r raised to n. I hope this formula is not new for you. Correct? This is a simple way. What can I do? I can convert the present value into what? Future value. That's why it is called as compounding. Right? I'm converting into future value. Or second option is what? Conversion of future value into what? Present value. Yes. This is known as what? As discounting. Okay. How this will happen, you tell me. Just a modification of formula, no? What to do? Present value would be what? Future value divided by 1 plus r raised to n. Suppose r is equal to 10%. Then we can have ready-made what? Discounting factors. You know how to calculate discounting factor. Suppose you are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's not take too much. Discounting factor, also known as present value factors. You know what, guys? Generally, it is calculated for 1 rupee. Whatever present value factors you learn, it is calculated for what? 1 rupee. Why? If I have to calculate 1000 rupees present value, then what to do? Whatever is 1 rupees present value multiplied by 1000. If I have to calculate 1 lakh rupees present value, then 1 lakh rupees multiplied by that. So it becomes very easy. That's why in the future value here, I'm going to put 1. Okay. So suppose I want to calculate present value factors of 10%. I'm not going to do for any other amount, but I'm going to calculate the values for how many rupees? 1 rupee. So how it will happen, you tell me. If I take future value, suppose if future value is 1 rupee, then what will happen? Tell me over here, how would you write? It would be 1 divided by 1 plus R. R is how much? 10%. Hello, mathematicians. 10% is what? 0.1? Sure. So how we are going to write over here? It will be 1 divided by 1.1 raised to 1. Correct? Come on, calculate this answer. 1 divided by 1.1 raised to 1. 1.1 raised to 1 is 1.1. So 1 divided by 1.1 is 0.9090 something, right? We will always round it off to 3 digits, guys. Generally, the module also, generally the present value factor, PVF, no 3 words, no, so three numbers. That's a bad logic, I know, but normally in the module also they take how many numbers? 3 numbers after decimal. How many repeat? 3 numbers. How many? 3 numbers. Yes. So this will become 0.909. Okay. What do you understand by this 0.909? Listen to me. Listen, great. But everybody is busy writing. Listen. Listen. 1 rupee after 1 year. What is its present value? 0.909 rupees. 0.909 rupees means roughly 91 paise. So if you have 91 paise, check your wallet. If you have 91 paise in your wallet and you invest it in bank, provided bank will take you inside for investing 91 paise. And the rate of interest is 10%. After 1 year, how much will you get? 1 rupee. If you have 91 paise, nobody may take you in the bank for investing. But if you have 91,000, will they take you in the bank for investing? So 91,000 will become how much after 1 year? 1 lakh. And if you have 91 lakh to invest, then it will become 1 crore. In that case, probably, and if you have 91 crores to invest, then what will happen? Bank will come your home to take the investment. Don't do it. But 91 crore will become 100 crore. Okay. Now, you know what to do? You will calculate for year 2. 1 divided by 1.1 raised to 2. Come on, smarties. Did you get your answer? How are you doing it? First you did the square of 1.1, then wrote it somewhere. Then 1 divided by that, type that value. And then see, why are you showing me your calculator? At least hold it near now. I cannot even see the brand of your calculator. Hold it closer to me now. Are you like, sir, answer. How do I read it? That's what I can read now. 826. Okay. Everybody getting it? Okay. Thank you. Sushma, I could read it. Yes, Someshwar also I could read you. So 0.826. Now tell me very frankly, guys, I should seriously read it like that. First you did 1.1 into 1.1. So I got this odd value. Okay. Then I did 1 divided by 1.21. I got this value. You do like that. Now do you do it? Sorry. Very my dear students. Once you do 1 divided by 1.1. Okay, you did 1 divided by 1.1. See now, here you can see I'm going to press the equal to button. Equal to button gives me first year. Again equal to button gave me second year. Again equal to button gave me third year. Right? So for third year, you enjoy doing this, do it. I don't mind. 1.1 raised to 3. What's your answer for third year? Is it 0.751? Is it 0.751? Everybody getting it? Thank you, Afra. I could see that. Tanya, show it from far off. Show like this. Show like this. What happened? Susarita is today in Sunday mood or what? Sleepy? Calculating Susarita or copying? Calculating, calculate. Okay, 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 Sushma, I saw your answer. Okay, next answer is how much? You come across with the same thing, 0.683. Huh? Oh, tell me people, shuk, here. What do you mean by this 0.683? 1 divided by 1.1 raised to 4 is 0.683. What does it mean? If I invest 683 rupees in bank at 10% today, after 4 years, how much will I get? 1 rupee, 683 rupee invested will become 1 rupee. 1000. Which bank you invest? 683 becomes 1 rupee. Okay, fine. Then 1 divided by 1.1 raised to 5. Match. Same. All rounding of experts. 62091. Third digit should be 1. No more fighting on this, 0.621. So, you're able to do this much? Sure. Okay. So now we are good to go for the NPV, net present value method. Okay. Let's start. So this was just a concept in between, guys. This is just a concept in between. We have done how many methods? 2 methods, 2. So let's come to method 3. Net present value. NPV. Put it in the chat box if anybody is raising the hand. Please put it in the chat box. People, can you tell me, have you done time value before also? It's not a brand new concept. Correct, na? Uh, I'm showing. As such, I'm going to show everything again. Someshwar is the reason. I'll show everything again, I said. I'll show at the end of the lecture, don't worry. If you are going to ask something or should I move further? Who's Preeti over here? Why everybody is like saying move further? Are you all Preeti? Renamed or what? Okay. Okay, I'll go ahead then. We'll follow the system, right? Whenever I explain theory, chat box goes off. Unnecessary chatter in the mind goes off. After that, if you have to ask something, you raise your hand, I'll open the chat box. Ask, I'll close the chat box. Okay. So all dear students, let's go ahead. Don't get confused by any means, please. Bye bye. Bye bye, Matlab. I'm closing the chat box temporarily. Okay, fine. So let's come to net present value method. See how we will describe this. You're writing, huh, people? You're writing, huh? Okay. Payback period or ARR ignores time value of money. Therefore, in NPV method, we consider time value of money. How to consider that? See, outflows are immediate. Correct? Now that's what yesterday also we had discussed. That outflows are immediate, but inflows occur in future. We convert this future inflows into their present values. We convert this future inflows into what? Into their present values by discounting them by what? By suitable factor. The inflows happen in future, no? So you discount all those and bring them to the present value by suitable factor. Guys, what should be the suitable factor? Okay. Wait. Hold on. Reply me in the chat box. You go, you go mad. Reply me in the chat box. What should be that suitable factor? I'll be very happy if you tell me. Arey, Blazy, I have to convert them into present value, correct? What should be the suitable factor? Arey, discount factor is its name. What should be that number? From where you should get that number? I understood discounting to be done, Ray. I only taught you that discounting to be done to bring them to the present value. What are you telling me the same thing again? Arr. So instead of saying arr, ARR. Okay, sorry. Time value, present value factor. Array, my dear friends, you are giving me the formulae, numbers. I'm asking you how much percent, 11%, 12%, 13%, 14%. From where to bring that number? What formula? Formula, time, annuity table. Array, my dear friends, annuity table of what? Now you are replying given in question. But what of what? Which number you like to take? 11%, 12%, 13%, what? It is the most important thing. People are telling, sir, it is always given in question. We don't have these kind of questions in our mind. We just follow what is given in question. Discounting factor, Akshay, I know, correct. But what number that should be? Okay, suppose question tells you discount by 15%. So you'll take 15%. Why? Sir, told in question. I didn't know why 15% given in question. Sir, that you go and ask the person making question. Please don't ask us. Exactly. Not a single correct answer. So bad. People are just replying rate of discounting, rate of interest. That's so bad idea. It's so bad idea. Not a single correct answer. Nobody can think. Nobody can think. Ray, stop imagining now. Stop imagining. What is the suitable factor? You my dear Dumbos. What if? Are who's this? Where were you, Ramakrishnan, for this long time? Huh? Sleep mode or what? Where is Ramakrishnan? Can't see on the screen. Come on, man. I need to felicitate you. I saw you, yeah. Only correct answer. Congratulations. We will discount it by KO, my dear Dumbos. Ah, ah. Suppose, shut up and listen now. Don't guess. Bro, don't do that. Listen to me. Suppose the KO is 15%. Okay? Means your cost of capital is 15%. Means you have to give 15% returns to your investors. So today, if you have borrowed 100 rupees from them, after 1 year, you should at least have 115 rupees with you. Yes or no? So whatever you are getting in future, that you should discount by how much? 15%. So suppose in future you're getting 117, discounted by 15%, will be slightly more than 100 rupees. You'll say, okay, fine, no problem. We are able to recover our cost. To a layman who doesn't understand present value of money, almost similar like to you. People are guessing question, given in question, rate of interest. Suppose a person doesn't understand this concept, 100 rupees become 114 after 1 year. Will you accept this project? Your cost of capital is 15%. 100 rupees become 114 rupees after 1 year. Will you accept the project? No. Why? Because it's only 1 year. You could easily make out that, sir, for accepting it, at least it should be 115. 115 will be neutral, no profit, no loss. So what you will have to do, whatever future cash flows are happening, guys, that you'll have to discount by what? What is the most appropriate answer? KO, cost of capital. Yesterday I was showing you so many times. Nobody remembers that. Cost of capital is a hurdle rate. Company has to come and take a jump above that. So what it has to do, all future inflows that you are going to get, no, suppose the cost of capital is saying that it is 15%. Discount everything by what? 15%. Even after discounting by 15%, if your net present value is positive, higher than the outflows, then what does it mean? If the project is feasible, earning more than 15%. Understood? People are like as if you have done some discovery, eureka, eureka. So discount by what? Discount by KO. rate of interest, annuity table, value given in question. What should be that value given in question? That value given in question should be KO. That's what I'm trying to explain you logically. Hello, peoples, with the videos on, understands what I say. KO is fine, na? It is fine. It has to be fine. Okay. So now let's talk about how to write the net present value. Net present value is equal to present value of cash inflows, that is PVCI. Generally, it is even questions also write like that. Minus present value of cash outflows known as PVCO. Now, how to calculate? First, we'll talk about PVCO. Present value of cash outflows. What it will include? Obviously, include initial investment. Simple. Cost of the project, initial investment. Okay, I'll write in the bracket. Cost of project. Then any installation cost. Will be part of your initial investment. Then, I don't know how many of you remember this. Amount blocked in permanent working capital. Guys, this is the cost that is an outflow on the day one. Hello? Estimation of working capital done with you guys or not done? Done, right? You remember this? We had taken an example, ice cream shop. Every day he has to maintain some minimum money in the ice cream shop. Not money, a minimum stock of ice cream worth certain money. Keep it till the end, right? Correct, now? Remember that now? So guys, this is also equally important. See, cost of the asset is what he has to arrange. Now remember that same ice cream shop. Remember, 50 lakh was the ice cream shop, the shop itself, and we were planning to keep 10 lakh of fridge. So 60 lakh plus a lakh rupees in the permanent working capital. Always be there till the life of the project. Remember that ice cream shop example. So that amount also I will have to arrange on day one, na? Yes, sure. So this total would be my cash outflowing on an immediate basis. Now see, this happens present value of cash outflow. When does the cash outflow happens? In future or today? Today. It happens today. I have to first buy the asset, then my business will start, right? So this happens today now. PVCO happens today. Therefore, no need to apply what? To apply discounting factors. You understand what I said? If I ask you, what is the today's values of today's 100 rupees? Today's value of today's 100 rupees is 100 rupees only. So do we need to apply any discounting factor or any present value factors to it? No. Clear? Okay. This is all about PVCO. Then we'll talk about PVC, present value of cash inflows. What it will include? First, present value of annual cash inflows through the life of project. Correct? Present value of cash, annual cash inflows through what? Life of the project. Suppose the project life is 5 years. So every year you will have some cash inflows. First year end you'll have, second year end you'll have, third year end you'll have, fourth year end you'll have, fifth year end you'll have. What to do? Convert into what? The present value. Now what I will have to do? I will have to take the annual cash flow after tax and multiply by present value factor to do so. Correct? Okay. Besides that, what can be there? Present value of salvage received on last day. Correct? Now, when you end the project, salvage of the asset will come on when? Last day only, na guys? Or in between it will come? Last day only, right? As we discussed, no, we run an ice cream shop. So we buy that fridge. When we'll dispose of that fridge? When we close the business. Okay, or when we'll dispose of the shop, when we close the business. In between, can we dispose of the shop and start sitting on the road? No, not a great idea. Right. So it will always come, the value will, salvage will always come at the last day. Okay. Similarly, release of amount locked in working capital. Okay. Release of what? Amount locked in what? Working capital. This will also happen on last day, na guys. Now that you know that the amount gets blocked in working capital on day one, we have also discussed this. And when will it release? The day you decide to close your business, finish your business, right? One, okay, that's right. Decision. Select the project with what? Higher NPV. Correct? Okay, one minute, right? Like this one. If two or more projects. If two or more projects, then what to do? Select the project with higher NPV. If only one project, then what would you? Remember, guys, you have to apply the receivable management logic. Hello? What you have to do, you have to apply the receivable management logic. You remember, we used to make columns, plan 1, plan 2, plan 3, plan 4. Correct? Then suppose, yeah, accept or reject. Yeah, wait. Suppose there are 4 plans with 4 net benefits. Then what do you do? Select that plan which has a highest net benefit. Array, I talk something related to some topic taught in past, you understand? Or you've already put gaslit, kerosene and burned all the books. You remember what I talked? We draw like credit policy 1, policy 2, policy 3, policy 4, right? Then we go on calculating up to net benefit. Then which plan we select? We select that plan where the net benefit is highest, correct? But have we not come across a question where there was no two plans, it was only one plan? Okay, a group of customer wants to enter into contract with you to buy the goods worth 20 lakh, only one plan. So what to do? Calculate the net benefit. If it is positive, then accept. If it is negative, then reject. Remember that. Same logic here also, no different logic. So if only one project, if NPV greater than 0, accept. If NPV less than 0, reject. If NPV is equal to 0, say neutral. Okay, everything okay. Done. Decision rule part is clear, guys. If two projects have different life span, then convert NPV into annualized NPV to compare. Now, how would you calculate annualized NPV? Whatever NPV you calculated, you divide it by present value. Okay, let me write PVAF of KO over here, and in bracket I'll write PVAF means present value annuity factor. That is, if you don't know what is present value annuity factor, I'm writing. That is sum of present value factors of all years. Okay. Please check the spelling of sum. S-U-M, not S-O-M-E. See, friends, now suppose two projects are there. One project has a life of 5 years. Huh? What we wrote when we have more than two projects. What we wrote over here, say, when we have two or more projects, what to do? Select the project with higher NPV. Suppose one project has a life of 5 years. Another project has a life of only 2 years. Quite possible, just by pure numbers, this would be having a better NPV. Because it is going to earn money for how many years? 5 years. This is going to earn money only for 2 years. So by default, because of the value, what you may see that this has a higher NPV. But then what we should do? I think we should make it annualized. Now will tell me, sir, this is of 5 years now, divided by 5. So this is of 2 years now, divided by 2. Then again you will not give importance to time value of money. Because students always ask me, sir, you want to do it annualized, nah? Then why are you doing so much manner? Why are you taking so much trouble? Just divide it by number of years. Again, the same mistake. By taking number of years as 5 or 2, what are you doing? You are ignoring time value of money. That's why instead of taking number 5 or number 2, what we will do, we will take present value annuity factor of 5 years. Means what? We'll total all the present value factors of 5 years and then divide by it. That is called present value annuity factor. And then it will become comparable. It's quite natural now, people. The one project which lasts for 2 years and a project which lasts for 5 years. Going by sheer numbers, this would always have a higher NPV, no? When you convert it into per year, then the data is what? Comparable, right? So, people tell me, are you done till here? Yeah. Okay. So, let's do one thing now. Based on this, we'll take a question. Okay. So that a little of more elaboration of few things that I have written over here. Those who have not paid a sincere attention to know what time value of money, or those who like, so sir, we are not understood, we are not never done time value of money. For all those people, these things would be very difficult to understand. Multiply annuity factor by present value factors and so on. So let's take a question on this. Okay, right? So we are going to talk about question number 2. We are going to talk about what? Question number 2. Let's keep initially simple questions so that focus is on understanding how to estimate net present value. ABC Limited is a small company that is currently analyzing capital expenditure proposals for the purchase of equipment. Company uses what? Net present value technique to evaluate the project. Fine. Capital budget is limited to 5 lakh, which ABC Limited believes is a maximum capital it can raise. All information they are giving extra information. Now the important part. The initial investment and the projected net cash flows for each project are shown here. See guys, what you are asking, cost of capital is 12%. Understood? You know, this is KO. So whatever inflows in happening in future, no, will discount by how much percent now? 12%, right? You're required to compute NPV for the different project. You just have to compute, right? You're not being asked for any decision making. See, the question is very simple. The focus is on making you understand the concept. This is the initial investment. These are the project cash flows for 5 years. Okay, so we'll first calculate for project A. So let us start with that. Solution 2. Classwork question number 2. Calculation of NPV of there are 2 projects now, so we'll do one by one. Project A. So NPV is equal to what? You know, na? PVC I minus PVC O. Fine. So let's write the components one by one. PVCO, that is initial investment. How much is that in project A? 2 lakh. Okay, friends. Then what you have to calculate? PVC I, present value of cash inflows. Tell me, how many? We wrote all possibilities over here. What can be the inflows? Annual cash flows, present value of salvage, amount release of amount blocked in working capital. Any of these two given in the question? I don't see it is given in the question. Only the annual cash flows are given in the question. So whatever is given, that we will take. Whatever is not given, we ignore that. Okay. What is written, guys? Project cash inflows are given, right? So whatever we need, no cash flows after tax, they are what is given. So let us write here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See facts. 50,000 each year. 50,000, 50,000, 50,000, 50,000. Okay. Into present value factor at 12%. Right? Now I'm writing, check whether you get the same number. 1 divided by 1.12, 0.893, 0.797, 0.712, 0.636, 0.567. Hello? Have you got the same numbers? Please don't copy, guys. Please don't copy. Check whether you are getting the same numbers by taking 12%. You getting it, guys? Huh? Okay, fine. So now let's multiply. So this will be called as what? Present value of cash inflows. See, 50,000 is coming at the end of year 1, agreed. But when I do into 0.893, it goes down to 44,650. Whatever I'm thinking that I'm going to receive after 1 year, 50,000. What is its current value? Its current value is 44,650. Right? See, 50,000 into 0.797. You got 39,850. 50,000 into 0.712. You got 35,600. 50,000 into 0.636. You got 31,800. And 50,000 into 0.567. You got 28,350. What is the total? 180,250. Correct, people? You get this total. And then you calculate net present value, which is present value of cash inflows minus present value of cash outflows. 1,81,250 minus 2 lakh. Guys, this is negative 19,750 negative. Oh gosh. We are not asked for any decision making. We are not asked for, sorry. We are not asked for any decision making, guys. Yeah, I've changed. But see, you understand what happened. The NPV came negative. See, it's an eye opener. If a person doesn't understand time value of money, guys, huh? If a person doesn't understand time value of money, what would he say? That I'm investing 2 lakh rupees, correct? And in 5 years, how much am I getting? 2 lakh 50. 50,000, 50,000, 50,000, 50,000. Wonderful. 50,000 profit. But are you even able to cover up the cost of capital? 12%? No. What is a better for option for this fellow? Invest this money somewhere else. Because in his business is unable to recover the money. Anyway, see, we are not asked for decision making. You have to just calculate the NPV, that's it. So I'm not writing any decision, but then we need to understand this. Okay, so this gives us some idea. Let's see, discounting matters a lot. Correct. See, guys, future numbers may be deceiving. Somebody tells you that you invest so much with me, I will give you so much after 5 years, 10 years. Right? These are all very tricky decisions. See, people invest for pension plans. See, the inflation levels, you never know how much money you need in future. So what is a good time to start pension plan? With your first salary. Start pension plan at the age of 50, then you are late. With your first salary, what is to be done? Invest in pension plan. So what happens? You cover up the inflation, because see, it's very important that your investments should cover up the inflation rate and give you more than that. Right? Okay, fine. Okay. So listen, guys, listen. 1 minute. See, sometimes you know what, doing the things and then knowing the shorter way is always better way to remember the things. Huh? See, your cash flows are constant. Huh? So there was an alternate way of calculating. There was an alternate way also available. Huh? Alternate way of calculating PVCI when annual CPAT is constant, not all the time. When annual CPAT is what? Is constant. What can you do? Simple. PVCI would be take annual CPAT. Basic maths, guys. Multiply by, add all these numbers now. Add all these numbers. Adding all these numbers is called as what? PVAF, present value annuity factor. Okay. Multiplied by present value annuity factor of K. How we would do over here K for 5 years. Huh? For this question to be 5 years. So how much is our annual CPAT? 50,000. So hello, you know how to do this on calculator, how to calculate this. See, look here. You do 1 divided by 1.12, right? Is equal. Automatically, GT function starts in your calculator, right? So, second one, third one, fourth, fifth, right? This is done for 5 years, correct? Last value I'm just cross checking because I was not able to see what I was typing. Correct. This value is correct. I'm just checking that. Okay. So what to do? Nothing. Check the grand total. GT. GT is this 3.6047. So 3.605 multiplied by 3.605. It will come to same repeat. It will come to same. 50,000 into 3.605. 1.2 here. 180. 180,250. Same. Sir, why didn't you tell earlier? You would have taken the shortcut now. I will remember it. That is a better way to make people remember. Okay. Now let's do it for. This is what we did it for NP of project A now. We do it for NP of project B now. You calculating, guys? Very Shweta. Acha, second NP is also done. Could you repeat the calculation of present value factor in calculator? Shweta, what? Exactly what? You did not get the total or what? How did I get that grand total GT? You did not understand or you don't know how to calculate present value factor? Sir, my calci doesn't support grand total. No problem. In between, keep pressing M plus. Shweta, try it home, dear. Some people say, don't try this at home, but I will say try this at home. Okay, time value of money. That's why I know some people don't know. That's why I first explained this, that how to convert future value back into present value. You divide it, future value divided by 1 plus r raised to n. So what did I tell you? Take standard future value of 1 rupee. Calculate for 1 rupee. So what you are getting this answer no is of 1 rupee. Now suppose I want to know 50,000, then what do? I multiply it by 50,000. So automatically get 50,000's value. I want 1 lakh rupees, then what I will do? I will multiply this by 1 lakh rupees. We don't calculate for every number. We just have it as a standard formula. 1 divided by 1 minus 0.1 raised to 1. So this 0.909 is whose value is 1 rupee's value. Once you have 1 rupee's value, any other value, you want 2 rupees value multiplied by 2. You want 3 rupees value multiplied by 3. You want 4 rupees value multiplied by 4, and so on. So what we do, we just convert. See, this is for first year I want, then I'll put raised to 1 over here. I want second year, then I'll put raised to 2 over here. So what this 0.826 means? It is the present value of 2 rupees. What is this 826? It is a present value of 2, not 2, 1 rupee, sorry. It is a present value of 1 rupee received after how many years? 2 years. So if you have 0.826 rupees with you, that is roughly 83 paise. You take 83 paise, keep in bank at the rate of 10% interest. After 1 year, how much will you get? You will get 1 rupee. After 2 years, you will get how much? 1 rupee. This is after 3 years. Means what? If you have 0.751 rupees, 0.751 is roughly what? 75 paise. You have 75 paise, keep the 75 paise in a bank at the rate of 10% interest. What will happen? How much money will you get back? You will get back 1 rupee after how many years? 3 years. That is the meaning of present value factor. How to find using calculator? Use a calculator. Turn on your calculator. I will teach you. Use a calculator first of all. You want to find for 12% or 10%? Reply me in the chat box which one you like, 10% or 12%. 10% was for the example and 12% is right now in the question. Okay. First of all, calculate in your calculator. 12% is equal to how much in the terms of decimal? Reply me in the chat box, Shweta. If you don't know that, then reply me in the chat box. 12% is how much? 0.2. Shabash. Then you know the thing there. What do you have to do now? Take one. Start now. You want to find value of 1 rupee. No, to take one in your calculator. First, switch on the calculator. Take one. Take on. Then press divide by. Where is this divide by? Press divide by. Press divide by 1 point rate of interest. So 1.12. I'll show you. Divide by 1.12. Okay, then I'll locate the equal to button and then I'll press it in front of you. I hope I'm pressing equal to button. See, this is it comes. I have not changed my hand. I have not pressed any button. Now, second time I'm going to press it. Second, year 2. Now, third time. Third, year 3. Fourth time. Year 4. Year 5. And so on. Did you get it, Shweta, how to calculate? In my calci, it's not coming. Please check where is the nearest window and just throw it like that. What to do now? What to do, Shweta? Shweta, come to life, Ray. Don't talk to me like that. Where are you? I can't see you anywhere on the screen. Turn your video. I see you have such good window nearby. Open that and throw it off. What to do? I'll tell you. See, show me your calculator. Show me your calculator. Which brand is that? It looks like a duplicate one. I'll tell you something. You do that. I'll tell you something. I saw your calci. Thank you. I'll tell you something that you do. Take one. First, switch on the calci. Switched on. Very good. Congrats. Now, take one. All those people who are not getting it right, you can also try this. Okay. Take one. Divide by. One. Do it. Divide by 1.12 is equal to. The first answer you got. Now listen to me. Now listen to me. Before pressing next is equal to, press into twice. Multiplication button twice. Pressed. Now press equal to. Check whether you get the next value. So no need to throw out the window. It's okay. You can manage that. Done? Issue solved? The whole process you delayed my NPV. Now NPV of project B. Achha, Hina is telling me 23,760. What's it, guys? Is Hina right? 23,760. Come, let's start fighting on this number. Very good. Post at least 10 100 answers. Very good. Very smart. Manchohan. Very good. 2,15,000. NPV I asked you, Dumbo. Ultimately, I only have to calculate. I can't. You take it very on a very literal note. Unity in diversity. You people are like diversity in unity. Calculate. 140 people in the meeting will calculate 140 different answers. I'm also there. Chalo people. Let me calculate, guys. Let me calculate. You people are almost now in a bargain mode. I was actually planning to go with the next question, but now I have no choice. Signal left with no choice. You're giving me so many beautiful answers. PVCI minus PVC. I'll calculate it fast. Don't worry. 2 minutes. Let me see. Even if somebody is getting a different answer, we need to rectify that also. No? So PVCO cost of the project is how much? 190. PVCI year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me write the cash inflows. 40,000. For some time, don't chat it. 50, 70, 75, 75. So no shortcuts, guys, no shortcuts. Multiply this by present value factor at 12%, right? Not 12%, no? 1 divided by 1.2, 193, 0.797, 0.712, 0.636, 0.567. Multiply present value of cash outflows. 40,000 into 0.8 plus 35720. 50,000 into 0.797, whatever comes, plus 39850. I hope I cleared memory before solving this. 0.712 plus 49840. 75,000 into 0.636 and plus 47770. 700, sorry. 47700 and 75,000 into 0.567 plus 42,525. Total of this memory recover 215. Okay, well, total. Some people were telling me the totals of PVC. Fine. So NPV PVC I minus PVC O 215,635 minus this 190. Final answer 25,635. Finally, we got it. Guys, same answer. Ah, good, great. Yes, sir. Yo. Good job, guys. Good job. Okay, fine. Yeah, we can clap for ourselves. Very good. Self appreciation is very important. Okay. Holding high value of ourselves in our own eyes is very important. 3 minutes break. Okay. Okay, you deserve it, huh? Don't run away. After this, I'll start the most important thing, that is IRR, internal rate of returns. Okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on. We start. Yep. We have done the three methods, right? Let's come to method 4. Right. Internal rate of returns, very commonly known as what? IRR. I'm writing, as usual, this is to be dictated, but then I'm writing, you know that. Let's write. Under NPV method, don't start shouting, ah, sir, IRR, IRR. Wait, I know. I'm taking you to IRR only. Where are all my students? Not back. Having a quick lunch or what? There now. Listening, guys. Please, please. Don't go anywhere. You know, in every news channel that we take a short break, but don't go anywhere. Right? Come back soon. So something very important is happening. So if you're away from the screen and just your screen is on, that is injurious for your academic health. I don't mind if you're eating and listening to me. You can turn your video on, no problem. But no chance I can ask for your food. Awake, no, yes, yes. Yes, Ali. I'm waiting for the Zoom to develop that technology that somebody's eating, I put the hand and take it. Till such time, I'll say, okay, no problem, you can have your food. Please, guys, listen to this. IRR is, I don't know how many of you have earlier encountered IRR in your life. Some people are learned people, they know everything. Okay, Lakshya, I'm saying fine. You have done earlier. So, see, it is quite typical conceptually. So, you need to understand it well. So, let's focus on understanding IRR. So first we need to understand what happens in NPV method. Okay. So in Someshwar says you've seen in Google, even Google doesn't know everything. Let's focus over here now. In NPV method, we discount the cash flows. Okay, fine. No more chatting now. In NPV method, we discount the cash flows by KO. Correct? That's what you've done just now. Thus, when we get NPV greater than 0, it means our returns are higher than project, higher than KO. So let project KO, let's write directly KO. Our returns are what? Higher than KO, correct? See, under NPV method, what we do? We discount the cash flows by what? KO. Because when we get NPV greater than 0, what it means? NPV positive means what? Our returns are what? Higher than KO. You discounted, still you get a positive NPV, which means your returns are higher than KO. Therefore, project is feasible. But what is the exact rate of returns. For that, we calculate what? We calculate IRR. For that, what we do? We calculate IRR. Now, how to do this? So, to find that IRR, we will discount the project by higher rate till we get NPV is equal to 0. See, when we see we discount by KO, we discounted by KO and we get NPV positive. Means what? The returns are higher than KO. You want to know the rate of returns? Okay, go on discounting. Discount till where? Till your NPV becomes 0. Wherever your NPV becomes 0, that is your rate of returns. Simple. I'll put in one simple number. I'll put in one simple number. Okay, one which you can easily understand. Okay, so what to do? See, you know it. Suppose my PVCO is 100, and my cash inflows after 1 year are 115. Can you calculate the rate of returns here? Sir, orally you can do, sir. We can do it orally, sir. How much? 15%. What you have done, guys? You don't know what you have done. I will tell you what you have done. This year 1 cash inflows 115 multiplied by present value factor at the rate of 15% of year 1. 1 divided by 1.15 gives you 0.8695 something. You multiply it by 115, you roughly get present value of cash inflows as 99.9999. That is 99. What happened? At 15%, don't you see PVCI became equal to PVCO? PVCO is 100, na? And PVCI is also 100. Therefore, at 15%, PVCI is equal to PVCO. Therefore, NPV is 0. Therefore, what is the rate of returns? Rate of returns is 15%. Right? So simple. Only thing is, what is simple, Here, it was visible by observation because the amount invested was 100. Whatever is coming back to you was exactly 115. That too after 1 year. If I complicate it, that amount invested is 1,12,250. And if it comes back to you after 10 years, then you keep looking at it for the whole life. Then also you'll not come to know the rate of interest. But this gives you an idea. See, why NPV 0 is your rate of returns? Now you have the reason in front of you. You looked at 100, you looked at 115, and you immediately told, sir, rate of returns are 15%. No big deal. No big deal. Okay, fine. Then how to understand it? You take your returns after 1 year, that is cash inflows, multiply by the discounted by 15%. No, you get PVCI 100. That's what 115's current value is 100, sir. Otherwise, you understand. But when it comes to calculations, you don't understand. This is a real calculation. Then what happened? That only means PVCO became equal to PVCI, na guys? Means can I say at 15% PVCI is equal to PVCO? That means NPV is 0. That means rate of returns is how much? 15%. That is IRR. Understood? Now don't keep thinking how we will do for big calculation. I'm there, no? I will tell you now how to do. But first you understand what is to be done for big calculations. Did you understand? We will manage it, how to do for big calculation. But first, logically, did you understand this? Okay, fine. Then we are good to go, guys. Now, how to do? We keep, sir, you only told, no? These numbers, we keep looking at them. Some or the other day in the life before we die, we will find it out. No, doesn't happen like that. Okay, that's why I'll just add one line below this. IRR is calculated by, these words are beautiful, guys. Trial, error, and interpolation. Sir, trial error is up to that is fine, sir. Interpolation is something very terrible. Huh? Okay, let me write something which we understand. This is fine. Cross multiplication. That's it. Trial, error, and what? Cross multiplication. Okay. So now we have a task. Shall we start? Okay, now I need to, looking at the time factor 12:26, I need to select a question. Done with one, we are done with two. Time factor not relevant. I wanted to start with question number 7 actually speaking. But question 7 is slightly big one. We will avoid that. We'll take question number 3. Here also we have to calculate IRR. So let's go with question number 3. Calculate IRR of the investment 136, which is the following cash inflows. Okay, so ready-made cash inflows are also given. Means only CFAC, cash flows after tax. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's do IRR, guys. Now, question number 3. Solution to class 1 question. Calculation of IRR. Okay, so let's start. What is the cost of the project? 136. So we can say PVCO is 136. Guys, what will happen at IRR? At IRR, PVCI and PVCO should become equal, no? I hope now you understand that. Huh? At IRR, what should happen? PVCI and PVCO should become equal, right? Then on the NPV would be 0, and then we can declare that as the rate of returns, IRR. So PVCI calculation, I'm writing here, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm writing the CFACs. 30,000, 40,000, 60,000, 30,000, 20,000. Okay. Do you know, looking at this, if you take a total 30 and 40, 70, 70 and 60, 130, 130 and 30, 160, 160, and this last 20 would be 180. Correct? Do you have any estimation what this return is going to be? No. Okay. No. So sheer trial error basis. Clear trial error basis. Nothing else. Okay. So I'm starting with 8%. So why? Even I don't. Just trial. That will give me a direction. That will give me a direction. Whether I have to go below 8% or whether I have to go above 8%. Okay. So let's start. So I'm first taking present. Listen, guys. Listen. Try to conserve your space. We are going to do trial errors over there only. Okay, we will not keep on writing the cash inflows again and again. I'll show you. Wait. Listen. Here what we'll write first. Present value factors at how much? 8%. Okay. We'll multiply. We will get PVCI over here and our total over here. Now suppose 8% doesn't work out. Then what? Then I will try with 10%. So now I won't write everything again. I will just take present value factor at 10%. Suppose I need, okay, multiply this by CFAT and get what? PVCI. Understood? So try to skip, don't directly write it in the last line. Okay, fine. That's what I was saying. Let's start with 8%. So 1 divided by 1.08, 0.926. Okay. Then 0.857. Then 0.794. 0.735 and 0.681. Okay. So 30,000 into 0.926, 27,780. Then 40,000 into 0.857, 34,280. 60,000 into 0.794, 47,640. 30,000 into 0.735, 22,050. 20,000 into 0.681, 13,620. The total is 1,45,370. What's it, guys? Hey, wait. Listen to me first. Listen to me. Is this total correct? 145,370. Did you get the same total? What is our cost of the project? 136. Correct. Means we are earning much better than 136. Wait. Listen to me. We are earning better than 136. Means the project NPV would be positive at this level. Yes. Means the project is earning below 8% or more than 8%? More than 8%. The project is earning what? More than 8%. That's why it is still positive. Got it? Now, that's why this is very important decision making, guys. Even after discounting by 8%, my NPV is positive. Suppose 8% was my KO. What you would have said? Sir, NPV is positive, sir. 1,45,000 something, right? And the cost is how much? 136. Correct? Suppose KO was how much? 8% only. So what you would have told me? So this is PVCI, this is PVCO, sir. Answer is positive, sir. Means I'm earning better than 8%, right? And now we are not given KO as 8%, but we have to find that rate, my earning rate. Now you tell me, should I discount by number below 8% or by number above 8%? Above 8%, understood? Sure. Okay. So now let us try with 10%. That is the reason we'll try 10%. 1 divided by 1.1, 0.909, 0.826, 0.751, 0.683, 0.621. Here we will write the explanation. Even after discounting by 8%, NPV is positive. How do we get to know it is positive? PVCI minus PVCO. 145,370 minus 136. That is equal to how much? This 4,000 and this 5, 9,370. Right? Therefore, our returns are higher than 8%. Therefore, now we discount by how much? Now we discount by 10%. So we are trying by 10%. Okay. So this is our present value factor. This is our C factor. Now multiply. 30,000 into 0.909. 27270. 40,000 into 0.826. 33040. 60,000 into 0.751. 45060. 30,000 into 0.683. 20490. 20,000 into 0.621. 12,420. Take a total, it is 1,38,280. Oops, slightly higher. We were to reach on 136. Our initial investment is, guys, how much? 136. Even after discounting by 10%, the present value came to 1,38,280. Tell me, means we are earning 10%, more than 10% or less than 10%? More than 10%. Now we have to try one higher number also. Shall we try 11 now? That is the only way, guys. It is written in our ancient books also. Trial, error, and interpolation. Okay. It's not our current discovery. This is the only way we will get it. Okay. What happened, Lakshya? You are not okay with 11%. You want to go back to 9% or what? 10.5 or 10.5? Mad or what? Then afterward you will tell me 10.499. Take rounded figures. Ultimately, dear, we have to add that and do cross multiplication. So don't take such odd numbers, 10.5, 10.67. Take 10, then take 11. Present value factors at 11%. 1 divided by 1.11. 0.901 we should write. 9009 now. 0.901. 0.812. 0.731. 0.659 and 0.593. Now multiply, get PVCI. So first year's CPAT is 30,000, 30,000 into 0.901 M plus 27030, 40,000 into 0.812, 32,480, 60,000 into 0.731, 43,860, 30,000 into 0.659, 19770, 20,000 into 0.593, 1160. What's a 210? Total is 1,35,000. Oh, oh, went below. Now, like Lakshya suggested, we start with 10.5, 10.6. We have only one sum to do for the whole life. Listen, students, listen carefully. Everyone, listen carefully. Seriously, we plan to do like this? Take numbers? No. That's where the role, guys. Now listen. When I took 10%, okay, when I took present value factor 10%, it reached till 138,280. So I said, no, my returns are higher than 10%. But when I took present value factor 11%, it directly reached 135, below 136. What does it mean, guys? Does it mean my returns are between 10 and 11%? Yes or no? These numbers, see, that's where now the cross multiplication, interpolation will play the role now. Are we mad or what? Try with 10.1 and 10.2. You go crazy. Then if I start like that, no, then people will message me. So this question comes for how many marks? So the next thing, like whether we can leave it. That is the next question. If I start like this, now the way you people are thinking 10.1, 10.2, 10.3. And suppose 10.3 gives a higher answer, 10.4 gives a lower answer. Then 10.31, 10.32, 10.33. How many possibilities? So we're not getting into all this, okay? As people say, no, dirty politics, like that, dirty math, dirty calculations. No. Okay. We will do what? Trial error, so we are already done. By that, we have already confirmed that it is between which two values? 10 and 11. Everybody agrees on this? Sure. Now we just have to do what? Do cross multiplication or what? Formal word, interpolation. Okay. Right. And arrive at that IRR. Okay. So let's see how to do that. Now, if present value factor is 10%, then PVCI is 138,280. Correct? If this is 11%, then it is 135. So what we will say? Therefore, IRR lies between 10 and 11%. Fine. It's only a struggle of reaching to the correct value. See, from here to here, see how I teach you. From here to here, 10 to 11%. It's plus 1% we did this. Correct. So from here to here, it became minus 3,280. Agree? I'll go ahead only with your consent. Did you understand this? From 10 to 11%, when I did plus 1% in the present value factor rate, the PVCI went down by 3,280, right? I don't have to reach that much down, correct? So So what I have to do? I have to understand like this. Therefore, IRR is going to be 10% for sure. Plus, how do I calculate? See, plus 1% change in present value factor. Previous year it is minus 3280 change. But the thing is that, guys, I don't have to reach from 138 to 135. Understand this very well. From 138, I should reach only up to, it's not 138, sorry, 138 to 8. From 138 to 80, I don't have to reach till 135. I have to reach only till 136. So I want a downfall of how much? I want a downfall of only 2280. So for a downfall of 2280, this should be how much? Now we cross multiply. This 10% is already there. Now we cross multiply over here. Minus sign will go 2280 minus minus 2 times. No, into 1 upon 3280. So 2280 divided by 3380 comes to 0.6745. Correct? So what should I write? 0.67. Correct? I hope the numbers are right. So this calculation is 0.695. Sorry, I think typing error some happened. 2280 divided by 3280 is giving me 0.695. See guys, the third digit is 5. So what I will have to do? 0.695. No, okay, let me do one thing. Let me write it over here. 0.695. That is 10.7 only. 10.7%. 695 will one will add over here, so it will become 0. One will add over, it will become 7. So 10.7%. So what is our estimate, guys? What is the rate of returns of this project? 10.7%. So genuinely now, if we take present value factors of 10.7% and discount, the NPV should become how much? Should become 0. It may not, it may be 5-10 rupees here and there because of rounding off. But 10.7 is our rate of returns, internal rate of returns expected from this project. Tell me, people, did you understand this? Putting IRR down your throats and making you digest that, okay, is a tough task. That too, like this, where people have some problems with calci also. And I can't take the say, give me a, you don't understand how to use calci. Like I can't do. So, come on, screenshotters. Move ahead. I go ahead. Done, people. All screenshot taking done. Those who needed it. Okay. Did you understand IRR? It's one of the toughest tasks to understand, people generally. Okay. So if you have understood, you are blessed people. Fine. So let's have some work, no? Four is not a good idea. Four I will do. Five is okay. What you do is now, as your work, see, um, okay, you just have a discussion with me. Tell me. Every question will have something unique. What is this? What is written? Before tax, cash inflows, right? And to solve, what we take? After tax cash inflows, cash flows after tax. Now you tell how I will reach cash flows after tax from here. I'm waiting. You can write. You can write in the chat box. Blessy, correct. But only half correct. Someshwar, perfect. Guys, see, I told you, no, identification of the correct amount is very important. See, most of your replies are categorized like this. Very few replied me, less depreciation, less tax, and added depreciation. Very few have replied. There are two types of reply. Less tax, then gone to after tax. And some are like, no, less depreciation and less tax, but forgot to say add back tax. See, guys, how we reach on cash flows after tax. See, I told you, no, referring this is very important. See, you are at this stage, cash flows before tax. And people are saying just subtract tax, you are done. That's bad idea. See, you have to get through this format. Right, you have to understand this format. If it is a cash flow before tax, first subtract what? Depreciation. Correct. Then you will reach NPBT, net profit before tax. Less what? Tax. Then you reach NPAT, net profit after tax. Correct. And then add back again depreciation to reach where? CFAX or cash flows after tax. Understood? Right? Whenever you travel through any train, no, remember this, that the stations always come in the same sequence. They don't just change as per your wish. Okay, so it's a train which is starting from here. Sales is the original point. It goes variable cost, fixed cost, ABT, depreciation, NPBT, tax, and so on, and then finish. Follow that. See, if you do minus tax and write CF80, who will be the happiest person? No, not me. The person who checks your paper. Because after that, nothing much is to be checked. Everything is wrong after that. Getting me. So avoid such mistakes. Avoid such mistakes, guys. Okay, fine. So I was thinking of giving you this sum to solve and check it tomorrow, but let it be because we will do royal mess rather than we will solve it together. Okay, because once I always once a wrong idea enters your mind, taking it out takes time. So better we will solve it together. No special work for the day because I think most of you, 99.999% must have solved it along with me. Only Someshwar has taken screenshot, right? Everybody else has solved. Someshwar will have work to write. Otherwise, everybody is going to relax, enjoy their remaining Sundays. Fine, friends. So let's stop for the day. Right? So as usual, there is some bad. Uh, there will be some time for which I will keep my meeting on. So, if you have any doubts pertaining to the subject and the topic, you can always ask. Yeah, those who are done can leave. Bye, 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 everyone. Should I assume that everybody has understood? So we should know notes after the time value network issue. Understood, everyone. Thank you, Uttara. Yes, Kunal. Hey, what is this? Not me. Wait a minute. I will show the notes once again. That is the only, as usual, that is the only requirement. But this Lenovo has to be get out. Uh, from the beginning, as usual. No problem, Sabri. Keep taking KO as a suitable factor. It's okay if you don't understand. Some other sum I will solve, I'll re-explain. People, what to do with people, way what to do with people. After so much explanation, people say, I don't understand. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Lakshabhai. I'll explain you once again, Sabri, not now. When the live sum is on, that time we will discuss. Like we have live food counters, where people are cooking live. That time, again, Sabri will do it. You would have asked me in between, no? Pretty, I'm showing this for you, Re Papa. Take it. Yes, Someshwar, thank you. Someshwar, that's a doubt. That's an ultra doubt. I cannot explain. Dumb, professional. Pro dumb is Dumbo. Ready to be man. It's okay. Mohit, please, if you could post it over here. I suppose Shweta is not Shweta. Priti is done. Priti. Okay. Tell me what does that Mohit? Priti done now. Okay, fine. Mohit, come to life for a moment. Show me your beautiful face. Mohit, turn your camera on. Turn your video on. Is there Mohit on the other side? Muthu Parmeshwari, thank you. Hello, Mohit. Hello, hello, Mohit. Hello, Mohit. Hurry, people. Mohit, can you turn your camera on, dear, please? Turn your video on. Whom am I talking to? I should be knowing no. Don't be sorry, Priti. It's okay. Mohit, Mohit, Mohit. Where is Mohit? Raising doubt. See, other Mohit also turned the camera on. Now he got like, sir, see me. Other Mohit, you have a doubt. One who has raised the hand, he is not turning the camera on. The other Mohit turned the camera on. Mohit, Acha, you are also having a doubt. Acha, you are from two devices. Wow. Great man. Tell me. So people are so smart, huh?
Uh, Sir, I have a doubt in the 2B.
1 minute, 1 minute.